Yo, what's up Freeze Army? Welcome to 3 challenges in one video for Hokkaido Professional difficulty. Mine is Mr. Freeze2244. For this one we're going to be covering the Up and Smoke challenge, the Smoking Kills challenge, and the Kiss of Death challenge. We're going to have our disposable scrambler stored in the morgue storage, and obviously going to start in the default location with any suit you choose from. Now before the video starts, I just want to apologise for the number of skips that happens during this video. It is a recording error which I have resolved. But fortunately I have resolved it after I found out what the problem was. But nevertheless, I'm going to get through to this video. Now from the very start, make sure you skip the opening cutscene. And as soon as you do that, we're going to go straight into 47's bathroom and grab the pair of scissors that's on the cabinet. Open the door and throw the pair of scissors on the floor next to the suitcases. And then we're going to make sure we retrieve those scissors. Now it's going to distract a guard that's out in the corridor. And we're going to get him to come in our room and subdue him as quick as we can. Once we've done that, we're just going to grab his disguise and move on to the next part. We need to go and grab a packet of cigarettes. And Blake Dexter is going to have that. So make sure we grab his disguise. We're going to leave his gun on the floor to do this a little bit quicker. We're just going to grab this guy here. So we're just going to bump into him once. Then bump into him again. Then get behind him and subdue him. The reason why we're doing that, we just wanted to slow him down a little bit. I think his name's Blake Dexter. I'm not completely sure. That could be... the guy from Absolution, I'm not completely sure what his name was. That could be Blake Dexter himself, I'm not completely sure. But once we've done that, we're just going to grab the bust that was in the room as well. We can use that as a knockout weapon. The reason why we dragged Dexter's body into the bathroom is because there is 2 security guards in the room, and you do occasionally see the body if he's not hidden. Now the next step is to go and grab another different disguise. We need to go and grab the disguise with the suit thingy over here. So we're just going to grab that lead pipe off the wall and then throw it over there as far as we can. That's going to distract one of these bodyguard people over here. I can't remember what this disguise is called, so I apologise for that. But as soon as he goes over there to investigate, we're going to throw this cowboy bust at his head. And once we've done that, we're going to retrieve all the things that he's dropped on the floor, grabbing his disguise as well as the weapon and the lead pipe. Make sure you put them all away before you go past this other guard. He is an enforcer, you just need to watch out for him. So in regards to the pack of cigarettes, we're going to deal with that a little bit later because Yuki is actually in her room right now. She is an enforcer and one of her bodyguards is also an enforcer, so we're actually going to move on straight to Soda's first, and then we'll take out Yuki Yamazaki last. There's a lot of waiting around for Yuki at the end, so it can be a little bit annoying, but nevertheless, this is what you have to do essentially. So the next part is to go and take out this guy here, this is the yoga instructor. Hide his body in the locker. Again, you can saw a skip there. It's unfortunate. But make sure you hide his body in the locker that's in the room. Now we're waiting for this security guard to come up these stairs. And we need to knock him out as well. He's going to drop a rat poison on the floor. As well as his pistol. Make sure you grab those off the floor and drag his body in here. And dump his body in the crate as well. Make sure you put all the bust away and things like that. But make sure you have grabbed that rat poison that he dropped on the floor. Next step is to go and poison the stem cells. So first we're going to go and grab the disposable scrambler because we need that to get into the room. We'll take out the evidence a little bit later on, so we don't need to worry about those two now. There's a morgue doctor in here. He can see through your disguise, so make sure you just crouch, run past this section. Otherwise he will hear your footsteps and turn around. You've been spotted by the camera, but like I said, we're going to take out the cameras a little bit later on, so it won't matter. Now this is where the disposable scrambler is going to be. Make sure it's not in your hand at the time, otherwise you will get spotted if you get caught with that in your hand. I'm going to use it to get in here and then poison the stem cells with the rat poison that you picked up a little earlier. Make sure you grab the stem cells that you've just poisoned, and now we're going to head up to where Soda's actually is. There's 2 morgue doctors in here that are 2 enforcers, so we're going to crouch, run around this room. So if they do normal run, they will turn around, so you need to make sure they don't hear your footsteps. Now there is a woman in here, she is an enforcer as well. We're just going to wait for her to leave the room, and we're going to sabotage the stem cells, I should say, drain them, and then replace the stem cells that's right next to it. Now you'll see a cutscene just popping up here, but make sure you skip it because if you don't, you will get spotted. So make sure you skip that cutscene and don't watch him dying because you will get spotted otherwise. Now once we've done that, we're just going to crouch, run back through this section here, and then we're now going to have to take care of Yuki. So we're just going to place those packet of cigarettes that we had grabbed earlier from Dexter, and she will go out to the balcony and start smoking. That's when we can take care of both challenges. We're actually going to initiate in a save point as well, so we wouldn't have to do all the same stuff, because they both require you to do the same steps. So to save time, I recommend you drop a save when I tell you to. So there's Yuki Yamazaki there. Just need to watch out for her. She is an enforcer, so if you are a little bit slow, you need to make sure you realise where she is. But once you come into this room, we're just going to go into the corner and replace the packet of cigarettes. And all we got to do at this point really is just wait around for Yuki to come and arrive at the room. This can take a while, so what we're actually going to do is go and take out the evidence while we're waiting. Now we could have done it in the basement, but I think this area is probably a little bit easier to do, because down in the basement there's a few patrolling guards. So what we're actually going to do is just wait for that guard outside to come into this room. He's going to come in the room eventually. So we're just going to take him out, and then we'll take out the guard in the other room, and we're also going to take out the evidence with the fire extinguisher, rather than us going up and shooting it or taking it out manually. So again, we're just being a little bit patient here for the security guard to come in. He does come in here. So once you've subdued him, obviously we're just going to dump his body in the locker. And we're going to cause a distraction for the other guard and do the same thing. So we're just going to grab this fire extinguisher here and use that as a distraction to get him in the room. It can be a little bit strange around here when you actually try and create a distraction, because sometimes when you come in, they'll see you and they'll just stop in their tracks, just like he's done there, which is kind of annoying, but it's just something we had to deal with. So the idea is just get behind him, because the other guard can't see you anyway. He's right behind the corner. So as soon as he turns around, I'm just going to subdue him, drag his body in the locker, and we're completely home free. He's going to pick up his pistol as well, just in case the other guard sees it. But we're actually going to take out the evidence with the fire extinguisher, so you just want to pick it up and throw it at the evidence right there. Make sure it lands on it, and it will delete the evidence, just like that. So just in case you didn't know that you could delete the evidence that way, there you go. So Yuki is actually heading her way back now to the room, so we're just going to wait patiently in her room for her. So while she comes in the room and discovers a packet of cigarettes, I'm going to fast forward to that point. So yeah. So at this point she's discovered her cigarettes. Now you need to watch out, she is an enforcer and the other guard in the room is an enforcer as well. When she grabs her cigarette, she does come into this room and she will slightly spot you, you know, with the head turning and stuff like that. So we're just going to come into this room a little bit and break that line of sight. She's going to tell the other two guards to go away, and that's going to present us with the opportunity of completing both of these challenges. We are actually going to initiate in a save in a couple of minutes, well in a few seconds I should say, and that's when we're going to try and take care of both challenges. So currently she's on her own, she's going to go over to her left. So this is when you want to make the save point. So once you've made that save, we can just now go up to her and push her off the ledge. And now that's taken care of, all we've got to do now is head to the exit. You'll notice just another skip there. It's really frustrating, the skips. I mean, I don't realise until I actually have to do post commentary in my editing and share factory. So it is just a basic, you know, it's just a glitch or a frame drop or whatever it was, and it cuts out, you know, certain parts of the sequence I'm doing. Any fast movements on the screen, it tends to cut it. I don't know why, but it is kind of frustrating. But it does happen very rarely, so we should be alright. Now, the reason why we're having to crawl along this ledge here is because, like I said, there's an enforcer inside that room, so there's no way for us to get out. This is literally the only way out. So we're just actually going to take the tram exit. Get that cable car out of here. Why did I say tram? I don't know why I said tram. But there is an enforcer down here, if I remember, so we're actually going to take him out. So we grabbed 2 coins from the bed that you picked up earlier. I didn't mention it, but we grabbed those 2 coins from the bed. If you haven't got that, you can use a different distraction like your scissors that you had earlier, just to throw it in the opposite direction and then throw a blunt object at his head. Now we've skipped to those final parts, and for some reason didn't show the challenges pop up at the end, but we have completed those, I assure you, but it just didn't show it because the video skipped. So you'll get the Smoking Kills challenge there, and you'll get the Kiss of Death challenges completed as well. So what we're actually going to do now is reload that save that we made earlier, and then we're going to initiate in the second challenge, which is the Up and Smoke challenge. So once that's reloaded, all you got to do now is just go into this corner, and you are going to get spotted here, so you have to be aware of that. Pull out your pistol and quickly shoot that twice. That will blow up, and all we've got to do now is just escape. But I can't really guide you through this because it's quite random where the guards go and stuff like that. But we should be quite safe on this ledge right here. They should go back into the room momentarily. It does take out a non-target kill. This is the reason why at the end I end up shooting the guy by the cable car. But like I said, you're going to get a non-target kill, but you are going to get the challenge completed anyway, because none of these challenges have required you to get the Silent Assassin rating, apart from the Silent Assassin challenges. So we're going to fast forward to the point until we get to the end, because none of this is necessary to see. Like I said, at this point we're just going to go and shoot him in the head. And then take the cable car, and you'll get the challenge completed. Pop up at the end of your screen. There you go, the Up and Smoke challenge. It always pops up at the end there. So that's going to do it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. We've got 2 more challenges left. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.